In today's video, will Tesla ever unveil this cloth? A look at Tesla's revolutionary Unboxed Process on how to build cars. Can Tesla get by with a little help from Tesla bots? Cybertrucks coming off the production line already? And can I say the word Giga more times than this guy? Giggity, 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 giggity! GigaMexico! Half-price Teslas! What Tesla announced at Investor Day was not only a path to change the planet to a fully sustainable electric economy, but also showed how they will halve the cost to produce a Tesla by revolutionising the way they build cars. Wherever you are in the world, pop to tesla.com, see how much a Model 3 is new, and then halve that price. Now imagine other car companies, or the competition, trying to sell you an inferior product that's way more expensive. That might work! The lower the price, the greater the demand. This brings Tesla into a new era and opens up a huge addressable market for the entire world. And not many people, other car companies, Wall Street and institutional investors seem to understand the implications of producing a super affordable Tesla for the mass market. Not a cheap and nasty one, a premium vehicle for a budget price. And they'll be first born at GigaMexico then, at what will be Tesla's state-of-the-art newest design factory, which might finally become Elon Musk's dream of the machine that builds the machine. Or the robots that actually get to build robots, much in the way that humans build all the humans, I suppose. Yeah, don't forget your place in the world, future robots. We were here first. Oh, mighty future overlords. So why GigaMexico? It's got Mexicans in it, and they're amazing. The people, the food, lovely weather. But I guess it's just as likely to do with the affordable labour costs, open trade agreements, and Mexico's proximity to the United States. Could be that too. Where is it? It's going to be built in Santa Catarina in Nuevo León, near Monterrey, which is either an hour flight from Austin, Texas, or less than a 400-mile road trip. A perfect distance for Tesla semis to get to and from with ease. It's also relatively close to the SpaceX headquarters, or Elon's house, as well as Tesla's upcoming lithium refinery facility in Corpus Christi. How big is it? Well, it's big. It's going to be one of the largest projects in automotive history. For scale, Giga Texas sits on 2,500 acres. Giga Mexico, 4,200 acres. That's 6.5 square miles of land to play with. So ample parking then, as well as plenty of room to expand in the future. Just like there is at almost every other Tesla factory location. In fact, the rendering looks more like 2 gigafactories to me. There's an outside space between the two, look. When's it going to be finished? Well, 2 weeks from now. Amazing news. Yeah, you'll have to be watching this in the future for that to be 100% accurate. Not only does Tesla have a relentless focus on speed of execution, it also has an in-house construction team who have full control over design, engineering, construction and site management. They are responsible for building every Tesla factory and have the experience and expertise to get this done in record-breaking time. If you don't know who this bloke is, he's Tom Zhu, and the highest profile executive at Tesla after Elon Musk. Matthew Donegan Ryan managed to have a chat with him on Investor Day and get some rather juicy gossip. Tom Zhu was apparently very optimistic to break the record build time of Giga Shanghai's 9.5 months. Tom Zhu also said that the Generation 3 platform will be first built at GigaMexico and then copy and paste that to other gigafactories. The implications here would be smaller and cheaper Teslas being built at scale in all major locations, Europe, China, US and no doubt future locations too. Speaking of which, he also said GigaMexico will be built at the same time as another Gigafactory. Ooh, where could it be? Let me know where you think in the comments below. I've heard a few rumours. My guess is Canada. And as reported by the New York Times, Nuevo León's governor Samuel Garcia said production could start next year, by the end of 2024. He said it will produce vehicles and batteries, and was also told by Tom Zhu that it would be built faster than Shanghai, and very optimistic that it would break that 9.5 month record. I wonder if they've taken into account siesta time though. What's the production volume? GigaMexico's production target is 1 million vehicles a year, but we know from experience that publicly announced targets are usually way less than they plan to do in reality. I'd expect more like a ridiculous 4 million run rate once fully up to speed and capacity, given the revolutionary way these will be manufactured, and I'll get to that bit in a minute. How much will it cost? Initially, a $5 billion investment and a 5,000 strong workforce needed, but ultimately it's going to get $10 billion and up to 10,000 human workers. Yeah, guess what's coming? For price comparison, Giga Texas cost just $1.1 billion. This was just for the building and not the machinery within, but still 10 yards? That's a whopping investment. It's going to be huge. Elon Musk has also offered to help Nuevo León with its water crisis with the help of its boring company. I'm guessing to set up and stabilise a reliable water supply. Another practice project for when he gets to Mars. And here's an exciting rumour. Product reveal soon? Jesus, Nava! I'm possibly not pronouncing his name correctly. The mayor of Santa Catarina said that Tesla will reveal what vehicles it will produce at the factory when it breaks ground at the site, which it plans to do in June this year. So hopefully not too long to wait until we finally get to see what vehicles they're going to build here. As much as I'd sincerely love that to be true, there's no real upside to revealing products too soon or announcing timelines and dates for that matter. There's the cannibalization of existing products, as in if they show you a $25,000 Tesla, people might hold off on purchasing a Model 3 or Model Y. It would make more sense to wait until they are almost production ready before announcing and taking orders. I know, boo me, but it makes sense, doesn't it? If you're finding this valuable or interesting, please show your support by subscribing. It's really going to help this channel take off. Thank you. On to the manufacturing masterpiece. Who needs paint? When asked if the Generation 3 vehicle will be painted or stainless steel, Tom Zhu smirked and said, "Paint is expensive. What could this mean?" Well, if the goal is to build an affordable, simple and quick to manufacture car, then getting rid of a time-consuming, expensive paint shop kind of makes sense. And if autonomous robo-taxis are coming to take over the roads, who cares about the colour? Hello, is that Dave's Taxis? Hi, can I have a taxi for 8 o'clock, please? What colour do I want? I don't know, yellow one. What do you mean there's no yellow ones available? Outrageous! So perhaps taken from the Cybertruck's design of folded steel, we could expect some, if not all, future vehicles to be manufactured in the same way. What do you think? Check out my Cybertruck video with the card in the corner if you don't yet know how that's going to be made. And yeah, unfortunately, this great little animation is just that, a rather simplified but cool looking look at how Tesla might one day manufacture cars. Back to reality then. Reimagining building cars. Tesla has been relentlessly doing this for almost 20 years now. They implemented the first Gigapress, the front and rear castings, the structural battery pack, and Cybertruck's exoskeleton design, which is coming later this year. Tesla is improving its manufacturing capabilities like no other company in history, with the exact urgency you'd expect from a rapidly growing, groundbreaking, market-leading, world-changing company. With cutting-edge manufacturing techniques, Tesla's Generation 3 platform will be half the cost to build compared to a Model 3. And even Model 3s already cost 30% less than they did to build originally, yet have a long list of improvements. It's incredible. How's it going to do this? There are savings across all vehicle components and lots more details on specifics on the Investor Day presentation. But just to give you an idea, heat pumps have seen a 99% reduction in labour. They now take just 7 seconds to build and are higher quality than they were before. They've reduced the drive unit cost to just $1,000. No other manufacturer is close to this. They are changing the vehicle's electronics from 12 volts to 48 volt architecture. The wires used in a 48 volt system can be a smaller gauge, so they're both lighter weight and cheaper. In fact, it'll use 4 times less copper. And something that shows Tesla's absolute commitment to the cause of sustainable energy, the next generation drive unit will not only be lower cost and higher efficiency, but use 0 rare earth materials. They are eliminating unsustainable, expensive and hard to get materials and making components of their cars out of abundant, cheaper materials. So let's look at the unboxed process then. A day before Investor Day, Toyota publicly called the current Model Y a true work of art, after Toyota engineers tore it down to see how it was built. Whilst it is groundbreaking when compared to any other car, Tesla calls its manufacturing process dumb, and are already moving on from that with the next Generation 3 platform. If it's not clear to you yet that no one is catching Tesla's astonishing leading manufacturing, watch this. You could watch it anyway, aren't you, I suppose? It's next.
And what that means, it's going to look something like this, where we build all the sides of the cars independently, we only paint what we need to, and then we assemble the parts of the car once and only once. We put them where they need to go. The interior is attached from a bottom-up or a top-down strategy, so there's more access for those robots and people. We aren't moving heavy objects around and doing nothing to it, and it means we're doing more work on the car more of the time. And then when we take all of these tested sub-assemblies and we put them together, we finally assemble the car only one time, putting the sides on with all of their parts to a front and rear that was already assembled, carrying the floor in with the seats, and finally boxing it out with the doors one time, just like Cybertruck. So in the end, you get the same car, but it's not going to be a Model Y.
That shows a company that is so far ahead of the game that it's accelerating away from any so-called competition at truly mind-boggling speed. The time and cost saving of this new manufacturing unboxed process will be revolutionary. I imagine in another 5 years, once Toyota gets around to tearing down the next generation Tesla, they might again say, "It's a work of art. How could we have known Tesla were doing this?" Well, pay attention, Toyota. The Model Y has been out since 2020, and you're only just looking at it. It's the best-selling car in Europe, not just out of EVs, all cars. It's the best-selling vehicle in the world by revenue. How has this not been on your radar? Oh, I remember now. You don't think electric cars are the future, do you? This will not end well for Toyota, will it? And it really shows how far behind the competition is. What's the factory going to build? Given the factory is too large to just produce a compact car, and what's been shown to be a way smaller internal factory footprint, we can expect other things to be built here too. It will also have a battery facility, possibly build vans or whatever this thing is under the cloth, a massive energy production facility, maybe solar panels and tiles, megapacks, power walls, new products such as heat pumps and HVACs, maybe Tesla bots, electric boats, electric aeroplanes, spaceship cities. Okay, calm down, it's probably just going to build cars and energy, it's fine. Oh, I'm getting overexcited again. I know what it won't build, the other sexy Tesla cars, as the market just isn't there for Central and South America for these more expensive variants. Plus they're already being built just up the road in Texas, so no need to build them there. As I boldly predicted in my Investor Day predictions video, I speculated that the Generation 3 platform would have many variants available, all sitting on a universal platform which could house various battery sizes and different modular shells on top. So a smaller, cheaper compact vehicle, a robo-taxi, van, delivery vehicle, a 2-seater, 6-seater, who knows? But whatever they're going to be, I cannot wait to see them. Who's going to build them? Have a guess. Probably the least understood thing at Tesla is the bot. That's a direct Elon quote. This new footage of the Tesla bot shows the pretty incredible rate of improvements, given this fella couldn't walk on AI Day back in September 2022. The dexterity of finger movements is impressive, and it's not too far a leap to imagine these bots carrying out basic manufacturing tasks in the future, is it? Progress another 10 years, and that's that for the human labour force. Elon quietly remarked that the ratio of humans to robots could be greater than 1-to-1. Oh, that's just 8 billion robots then. I'll be honest, I'm not sure how I feel about that one. Scared? I've seen the films. What markets are they aiming for with this new cheaper version? Some are speculating that the new vehicle will be sold in new markets in South America. However, at present, there's no charging infrastructure there. I would expect Tesla to make them available in the US first, and although shipping these around the world would seem rather inefficient given shipping costs, import tariffs and hassle and logistics issues, that could be at least done temporarily until the factory can be replicated at other locations around the world. No doubt that eventually these Teslas will be available in all countries. To summarise then, this opens up Tesla to a huge segment of the car market. Currently only a small percentage of people can afford one, but with a $25,000 Tesla, this will open the floodgates for orders and go towards answering the obvious question of how Tesla gets to 20 million vehicle sales a year by 2030. The simplification of the manufacturing process, the cost savings on all components, and the ever-improving vehicles that comes out of their factories shows Tesla's utter dominance in the auto industry. But here's what's really happening. The factory is Tesla's product. The machine that builds the machine is what Tesla really makes. Replication of factories, once fine-tuned into perfection, is the easy bit. Just copy and paste around the world. The future will not only be improved by Tesla, but utterly dominated by it. Some might call that a multi-trillion-dollar opportunity. Thank you so much for watching. Please show your support by subscribing to this channel, as I'm doing my best to grow it and get it out there somehow, and apparently that's the way. Along with creating superb, entertaining, valuable content, of course. Coming soon, I promise. And check out these other videos if you like. Should be a laugh. Especially my first few. I look terrified in them. Look at how relaxed I am. Yeah, totally at home. Literally at home. I'm so relaxed I can sit here and fade to black. I don't even need to make an ending. Look.